Wow. G'day guys, welcome back to another video. In this video today I'll be installing the height sensors. I did attempt it yesterday, but it's about 38 degrees. I was working in the sun and I was absolutely over it. It's now, what is it? 9 o'clock. It's already 30 degrees, so I'll show you what I did get up to yesterday anyway, which wasn't really much. So yesterday all I got to was the height sensor installed. I reckon what I'm going to try to do is possibly sort of mount a bracket sort of down here somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's not fun. I'm not having a good time doing this. So the one thing with me is that I don't learn very well with reading instructions. I'm more of a hands-on person, so trying to read the instructions on how to do it and actually put it into practice is proving to be quite difficult for my head to get around. But I'll get there. We'll see how we go. Hopefully I have a bit more of a win today, maybe, but we'll see how we go. If anything, I might have to try and sort of put it in there. I don't know what the GoPro's doing there, something funky. I might even just try to put it in here, but yeah, we'll see how I go and what I can come up with. Look at that, my Allen key bit. Oh, what else? And a washer. Oh, beauty. GoPro mount comes to the rescue. It's 11 o'clock now. I had to run out and get a couple of other bits and pieces, and let's just say it's very hot. I left my phone inside. I don't know what the time is. So while I'm working on it, at least my sort of torso is under the car, but my legs and everything. I mean, I think I've already got a pretty impressive thong tan, but I think that's just going to get better throughout the day. But I've got the sensor in. That's the way that I've gone around it, or gone about it, should I say. So what I've done is I've just cut a little bit of clear hose that I had in the backyard to go around this tie rod end. Yeah, I learnt something in the process. This is actually called a tie rod end, which I didn't know. But cut a hose to go around that to kind of stiffen it, because there's no 18mm hose P-clamps at all where I am, which is fucking stupid. Pardon my language. So it's all mounted up in there. I've chosen to go off the third hole, just cause I already had it cut. And yeah, I'd made a mistake with my measurements, and I've only got 2 hoses, and surprisingly enough, well, it's no surprise, but locally they don't have any threaded rod that size anyway. 6mm by 1.0, believe it or not. So I've just had to deal with what I've got. I've cycled it through the suspension motion. I can't, like, there's still play in it, so it's not binding up anywhere, which is good. So it should be all right. Right, you can see, even I can see in the forward camera that I'm sweating like a pig. But anyway, just running the height sensor wires now on this passenger side still. My little helper putting rubbish everywhere. I got my blanket down because, as you can see, I'm working in grass and dirt. It's not enjoyable, but I just got some zip ties here, and I'm gonna just zip tie some of that electrical wire to the sensor. I've already thrown over the other wire, sensor number 4, which is the driver's side. I've already thrown that over there. That's the last thing we need to do on this side. Now I can put the wheel back on, try and smash out the other side, and then we're nearly there. So finally, after a couple of days of mucking around, I suppose, we finally got it sorted. I did have a drama yesterday. I had to ring Reese. I don't know when the GoPro stopped filming either, but I had to ring Reese over at Air Ride. We had a couple of issues, just with the compressor not working, as well as what was it, the ECU not doing the calibration right. We did a couple of troubleshooting methods, Turns out on the valve block I had it on the wrong bloody one, and a couple of other bits and pieces. I've just done a new calibration. We're at the in-laws house. They got a driveway, obviously I don't, as you know, and it looks like it's worked, so we'll press option 1. So that drops down to about 10% of air. Ride height number 2, which that looks a lot better than what it was. Plus I'll get the coilovers in the front, so it should sit nicely. Those mud guards I'm going to take off. There's no real point having them. As you can see, front one's destroyed anyway, so yeah. And then we've got number 3, which is getting over speed bumps and stuff like that. That's where it was at. Can go higher, but as you can see, the bags are at 72-73% inflated, so yeah, that's not maxing them out, but it's still good enough. Yeah, go back down to number 2. I'm not too sure how well you can see the screen. Go down to number 2. Ride height. Get out of the app and I'll show you with the control. The pump's actually working today, which is a good thing. I've still got to clean the car out. I know it's a pigsty. Shut up, leave me alone. So the controller's working as well now. 2, up to 3, back to 2. So I'm happy, it all works. So I got a couple of things to do and I'll catch back up with you guys back at home, and I'll just go over a couple of other little things, and yeah. To fix that up. So that's gonna do in this video today, guys. I needed to redo my outro because the one that I did film on the day that it all did its height calibration, I wasn't happy with it at all. So there was a lot of things I didn't mention in it, so I thought it was just best to refilm. But yeah, anyway, it's all done now. The car lifts when you disengage the park brake, so that's all cool. Yeah, everything's pretty much done now. So I just want to take this moment to say thanks over to the guys at Air Ride. That's Reese for starters, and probably the biggest thanks really to Reese, but he helped me with everything, organising the kit, paying the kit off. I changed my mind that many times it wasn't funny, so he was very patient with that. And then again, also big thanks to Dave and pretty sure it's Dave and Buckley. I think Buckley's the other bloke, but there was a couple of other fellas that I did talk to from Air Ride over in Melbourne, and pretty sure they were it, especially while I was installing all the bags and I had a lot of questions and Reese wasn't available. They helped me out. So again, a huge thank you over to you guys, because if it wasn't for the help of you guys, I'd still have the car in my driveway with no suspension at all, or it'd still have the stock springs. So, but it's done now. I'm loving it. It's good. It's good fun. Just a little disclaimer for everybody else as well. I brought all of this out of my own pocket. I'm not sponsored by anyone. No one gave me anything. So everything that you've seen in the last two videos is everything that I've brought, except for oh, well, I brought everything really, but they Air Ride threw in one of their stickers, and then I brought an AccuAir one just to go on the tank, just to dress it up, just make it a little bit nicer than just a plain old black tank, especially since now it's got the floor and it's in view. So yeah, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I've paid for all of this out of my own back pocket. So yeah, just thought I'd quickly mention that. But yeah, again, massive thank you over to Air Ride. Thank you so much for your help and support in doing this, and advice as well. Yeah, I can't thank you enough. Nearly everywhere I go now and I park and air it out, I've got at least a couple of people walking around having a look at it. So it's good. It's good. It's going to take a little getting used to, but it'll be even better when the turbo goes on. So, but that's where I'm going to end this video right now. Really quickly as well, I haven't had a logo made up for the channel yet. So again, if you do know anybody or yourself who can do it, please jump down into the Facebook description, hop into the description, and there'll be a Facebook link to my page, and send me a message on that. Like I said, I'll pay for it, absolutely. And if I get shirts, stickers or anything made up, you guys, well, whoever makes them, whoever makes the logo, that is, will be the first one to get, you know, a shirt or jumper as well. They'll get free shit anyway sent to them. So, but yeah, anyway, in the next video that you're gonna see will be the heads. I've got the other set of heads over in the shed, so the heads will be going on. Well, won't be going on, but the heads in the shed will be built. I'll put them together. I also want to clean up just underneath where the intercooler's mounted there. There's just those couple of corners. I want to cut them out a bit more rounder. I may even get a bit excited. This bumper means nothing to me, but I may even follow this line all the way out to where it actually curves and then come back in. I'm not too sure yet, but I want to do that because at the moment it looks okay, but it's not the greatest. Car needs a really good coat of paint. I got rust coming through, which I'm really not happy about. It's looking very worse for wear, but I had a quote. I'm not going to get into how much they quoted me because I'm better off just buying a new car, literally. So that's it for this video. Don't forget, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be building the heads in the shed. Righto. Thank you. Thanks again to Air Ride as well. Thank you guys. Cheers.